Christmas hungries.
We're dads.
And this is the Dad vs. Dad podcast. The podcast where we bring in our petty issues and you vote to let us know if we're making mountains out of molehills.
Christmas special.
Christmas spectacular
So,
Spectacular show.
Jeremy was going to dress as Jesus.
Oh, no, I wasn't.
He
I wasn't,
was.
but I
Crown
did
of
dress up.
thorns.
Look, I've come all festive. I'm bringing it. I am bringing Christmas to the table. What are you bringing?
Did you say festive or fested?
What are
You
you
look yuck.
bringing? I look great.
I brought
This
a nice
shirt.
I brought a nice shirt. I feel fancy.
I made this shirt. I don't know how well this image is coming up. Do you know how hard it is to line up a pattern like that on a button-up shirt?
I'll tell you what would have been harder. The poor person in the sweatshop making the Santa print.
No.
Who
This
did
was
that?
harder. I showed him.
And I'm
He's
pretty
like- and he saw that and he's like, wait, I made that print. How did you do that on a button-up? Whoa. Whoa.
All right.
I'm
Sweatshop.
quite the seamster.
You know what? Sweatshop kids are pretty easily impressed.
So it is that time of year, the festive time of year, Christmas, as it has been for the last 3 months, as it is per retail. As we know, Christmas is a time for family and retail.
It
It's
is.
the time where
and,
most of the sales get made.
and most people get excited about the birth of a man in a manger.
Yes, and we
That's
spend more money this time of year than any other time of year.
And yeah,
And-
eat food, shrimp.
Not just that, we spend more money this time of year than any other time of year on other people. We spend a lot of money, and it's not for ourselves.
But
We
everyone,
buy gifts for
you know,
everyone
I
else.
feel like people are really selfish about it, though. They're like, I bought this person the most fantastic gift. It's about the person giving. That's why I like
because
Secret
it's better
Santa.
to give than to receive. I don't like Secret Santa.
Really?
Yeah.
No, but I don't like the feeling of I gave this to someone. It was so beautiful. I like, oh my God, I got the most amazing thing.
Years ago, I was a very good Christmas present giver.
Were you?
Yeah, I'll give the best Christmas
I got
presents.
none from you.
Yeah,
oh, no,
I
I
was-
might have gotten one.
Maybe. But yeah, it wasn't great with family. But like girlfriends' brothers and stuff, they would get great presents.
Not your real brother. His girlfriend's brothers.
Yeah. And like, yeah, but it was good. And it does feel good to give a gift that they're just like, yes, this is quite the present, Jeremy. Thank you very much.
Ellie's the best present giver ever. She is so thoughtful.
Yeah, I've seen the catalogs she gives you all and pick your presents.
Yeah, legit. Every year. But we do like the...
It's not thoughtful though. That's just tell me what you want and I'll get it.
Well, no, it's here's a catalogue, like the Christmas lay-by that comes out in July for Big W and stuff. So she gives the kids that and says, circle the presents that you want. We're not going to get all of them, but we are going to look through it and we want to know what you guys are looking at. And so we go through and we pick.
Yep.
It's good. Anyway, let's get to the point.
Okay.
This is about Christmas.
This is about Christmas.
This is busy time.
Busy times.
Who are you? And broke times. I'm real broke.
I'm doing okay.
Okay, well, that's it.
I bought a lot of my presents in advance throughout the year.
Like the Christmas in July lay-by? We left it last minute.
Kind of like that. But like kind of like, well, I've bought too many presents for this birthday, so I'll just not give them to her now and I'll save them for Christmas.
Who's storing presents that long?
I have a present that I bought maybe 2 or 3 years ago now. It was a very in advance present that I don't think Vera's ready for yet, even still. So she's probably not going to get it this year. It might be a next year Christmas present.
Actually, we got the Batman car.
Yeah.
And we had that in a box, and we were going to give it to him, give it to Rusty for his birthday.
Yeah.
Forgot about it. I mean, he did have a good birthday. It was a good birthday,
Yeah.
but he was also very young. I think we kept it for like 1.5 years before we gave it to him.
Yeah, right.
And he's ridden it like 4 times. He just hates it. He just like, I want to move. This doesn't go as quick as I can run.
Yeah.
So let's.
Would have been great if you got it like 2 years ago.
No, I think we got it like 3 or 4.
But I mean, like, it would have been great if you got it when you bought it. Yeah. You would have loved it then.
Yeah.
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 Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but that's when we did give it to him.
Yes.
We've had that for like 2 years.
Yep.
When you love Batman.
Yeah, true. Anyway,
Mountain me.
we forgot.
It's Christmas. I'm giving it to you.
You can't give. You do owe me after I got all festively ready, and this is what you bring to the table. Not even a hat.
I don't even have a hat.
No.
I used to have an out. Okay, I'll tell you what. I had a Santa outfit,
Yeah.
and I used it for a Christmas song
Yeah.
that I did for PPKB.
Yeah.
I'll put the link in here.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, when I was climbing on the roof, the pants ripped, and I dislocated my knee. So I was stuck on the roof, miming this rock song with a dislocated knee in a Santa outfit on the roof.
Yeah. Where's your Santa outfit?
Tore.
And,
And I got too fat for it.
and your brother's a seamster. He could have made it bigger.
Well, it was like cotton wool.
I could have fixed that.
Cotton wool?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
I am skilled at these things.
I'm sure you are.
Anyway,
Anyway, so
we don't have last week's results with us. We're just going to. I'll go first
all right, cool. Yeah.
because you owe me.
All right,
After I
good.
got festively ready, you did not. Even
just
though
shut-
you're the more
just shut up.
Santa looking,
I know.
you're going to. I've already got this.
I've been working on this all year.
I've got this thumbnail worked out already. You're going to be Santa, but it's like super giant, and I'll be little kid on the lap
Cool.
with the moustache. But I'll be like a little kid in this shirt.
Oh, I love it. You'll have to put all the details of that sweatshop kid.
That's going to be pretty rough looking.
Okay.
Anyway, okay. So, anyway. So, every single year, come maybe late October, early November, every year, like clockwork, all of these boomers come out in droves. You see them making the exact same Facebook post every single year on the exact same date.
Yep.
Oh, bloody Christmas comes earlier and earlier every year. No, it doesn't. I can track you posting on this exact day, that exact wording
It's in my memories.
over the last 10 years. The exact day you've said it comes earlier and earlier. No, it doesn't. It always comes late October. Every year, that's when the supermarkets and everything start putting it up.
But that's the thing. Like, if you're walking through those shops, it's like, geez, this stuff's out already.
Yeah, but it's like,
Halloween's not even over.
but every year it's that. You're used to it now. It's not earlier and earlier every year. It's then.
Okay.
It's then every year. And Christmas is about retail. It is.
It is.
It's about retail. It's about everyone thinking about Christmas. It's about everyone thinking about presents and how they're going to spend their money.
And as a business, they're going to promote the hell out of it. They're going to be like, hey, remember this thing? It's coming up.
Exactly.
Spend your money.
And they want people to be thinking about that as early as possible.
This might be a good segue into my mountain, actually.
Well, my mountain is
Okay.
Christmas is too early crybabies.
So it's people
Which
who-
is, the people who make those posts. It's too early. Come on. Get over it. It's this early every year. It has been for at least 20 years now.
It's
Come on.
At least, yeah. Well, I don't know if it comes earlier. Well, it doesn't come earlier every year. No one's.
No,
Although
it's-
they do the Christmas in July catalog, and it's like, oh, we need to think
Yeah,
about that
but-
now.
but
Didn't we
it
just
is-
finish backing up the tree?
It's always late October, early November. It is often before Halloween even comes. They'll start sprinkling them.
Wait, how good
They
was?
don't do the full trees and stuff that early, but they do. There's
Yeah.
like a little.
There's an aisle getting created.
Yeah, you can see
Yeah.
some tinsel in some of the
Yeah, yep.
aisles. Yeah.
And occasionally they'll just start putting on the Christmas tunes in the
Yeah.
shops, and people are like, "Was that Bublé?"
And that's fine.
Yeah,
It's just you. It's just these old people.
yeah.
They're just marching towards their inevitable death, and they just know their time is shorter and shorter. And so every time Christmas comes, it's like fuck, Yeah, cussed. Christmas ep. We get one. We get one cuss each.
Oh, Jesus hates you now.
F word. Another year gone. That's what their
You
thing
know how
is.
good Dad was at...
That's why they're upset it's come early, because they know every year's one step closer. Ugh, another Christmas.
know
Another one.
Dad was always the best at planning Christmas early because he would leave the tree up all year round. He had but he wouldn't put up the Christmas tree anymore. He just put baubles on a normal house plant. Just like the laziest Christmas guy
I remember
ever.
that.
It's the Christmas tree, boys.
Yeah.
Good one, Dad. You've had it up since April.
The champ.
Chimp. All right. Is that your whinge?
Yeah, that's my piss and moan. People who piss and moan about Christmas being up too early.
Good segue. Even better. More of an issue.
Yeah.
Not better at all. Christmas stresses. I was going to do Christmas stressors, like the stress of Christmas.
Yeah.
But instead I decided to make it the mountain is people who stress about Christmas.
I don't know any of them, so...
Well, so it's the
Mel Hill.
people who, they're like, oh, Christmas is coming up. I've got to plan the picnic. I've got to plan who's coming over. Sent a message. It's too late. Plan something else. And then
Who's this person you invented?
It was Dad. Very dad-focused
Like,
episode, Dad.
Who is this person?
Well, the worst thing is we had the chat about Christmas early.
Yeah.
When we were down at his house, we're like, hey, Christmas, let's organise it. Yeah, we'll come down. Bayman's Bay. Good. Let's do it.
You know...
And
Yeah.
he turns around and he's like, he sends me a message a few weeks later. I've had the craziest week. I'm not responding to messages.
Yeah.
I'm like reading them, knowing it's there, letting it go. I've got too much going on. I just let this one slip. He's
Yeah.
like, you guys coming down for Christmas? I'm like, we had this chat. I'm just going to leave it for a minute. And then a few days later, I'm like, hey, how you going? What's going on? He's like, oh, well, it's too late for Christmas now.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's Christmas stressor. But also the emergency shoppers who are like, oh my God, I forgot to get a Christmas present for the whole family.
But, okay.
All right, okay,
First-
go to your bit.
Now, those people are important because without them, we wouldn't have the single greatest Christmas movie.
Jingle all the way.
Jingle All the Way. The single greatest Christmas
Oh my
movie.
God, it is.
It is the best. And it's all about forgetting to buy your kid the Christmas present until the last minute.
And then the fight of, oh my God, what a great movie.
It's the best Christmas movie. It's amazing.
That's Arnie, yeah?
It's Arnold.
And then at the end, he turns into that character.
Yeah, he becomes
This
a
is even better
superhero.
than the superhero. What a great movie.
Oh, it's so good.
So, yeah, okay. Without that, we wouldn't have that. And you're right.
Important just to make that movie exist.
You know what? Do you say... Is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
No, I hate people that say that it is. That should have been a mountain I brought in. Like, it's not a Christmas movie. It isn't. Yes, it's set on Christmas. It's not a Christmas movie.
It's set on Christmas every year, though. Every time.
No, because it's the movie is set on Christmas. People go, oh, it's a Christmas movie. Because it's like the cool, edgy thing to say. It's
Yeah,
not.
okay,
It's not a Christmas movie. You're just being a cool edgelord. It's not. Stop being lame. You know what a Christmas movie is. You know it's supposed to have some kind of festive theme of giving and all this stuff. Die Hard is not a Christmas movie.
It's a good movie.
It's a great
Great
movie.
movie.
It's a great movie.
Yeah.
It's set on Christmas Day. Woo. It does not have the Christmas spirit that you have to be a Christmas movie. So stop saying it's a Christmas movie, please. You're lame.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah, that's a Christmas movie.
How good is that movie? It's great. Anyway,
Yeah.
that's okay. So it's a stressful Christmas. Every year we have a moment where we experience either a family member or someone I know who's just like such a stressful time of year, and it's just like you knew it was coming.
Yeah.
Every year.
Yeah.
It's the same time every year. Why didn't you plan. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Now, I know some people who have legitimate reasons to stress about it, and it comes from the uncertainty of other people. Like, so I know this family, one lives north side of Canberra, one lives south side, and some people in Canberra, it's a real struggle to travel north to south. Doesn't matter where you are in Canberra, it's a 20-minute drive maximum.
It's
either way.
never that bad.
It's not a huge deal.
Yeah.
Anyway, this person who lives south, every year they take turns having Christmas. One year they go north, one year they go south.
Yep.
But then like the last bunch of years, I don't know how many, every time it was time for the North family to go south, they just make some piss poor excuse not to go. And like, so these people south would plan all the things, cook all the things, do all the things. And like the first time that they made the piss poor excuse, it was like oh man, that sucks, whatever, you know. These things happen. And then just like year after year, it just happens. It's just like you're clearly just jerks. And like these South Side family just get their hopes up every year. And then the Northerners are just, nah, screw them.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Especially being the Northerners.
Yeah, and that's an absolutely genuine reason to stress about it every year.
Well, but at what stage do you put relying on someone else as your stress?
Well, obviously, like you can get to a point where you're like, I'm not stressing about this anymore.
It's BYO. You're not coming if you don't come.
You have to get, like, Christmas isn't every day.
Yeah.
This is a once a year thing. Yes, you prepare for Christmas and all that. But, like, it's going to take a pretty good series of these for you to go, I can't stress about this anymore. Because, like, it's a big thing to get to in your head that, like, I don't care anymore. It's whatever. You can't just...
I don't know. Christmas to me isn't about me. It's about the kids. That's it.
Yeah, but especially when you have kids. Boy, is Christmas not the greatest thing ever again once you have kids.
Oh, it is.
Like, wow. Nothing de-grinches you like having kids.
So, and that's it. Like, I didn't appreciate Christmas so much until I had the boys. But the problem is the older kid's mum doesn't believe in Santa and doesn't believe in promoting Santa. So... we lost the joy of that. We tried so long. Like, oh no, he just appeared, the present's in the house. And, oh no, he's definitely real. I saw him. You got to go to bed. He'll rock up, I promise. Yeah. And then it just got to a point where I'm like, look, just don't tell your younger brother. Don't just...
yeah.
Like, you can be Santa now.
Yeah.
Be exciting.
Yeah.
This is what your job now is, to make it as... exciting, because that's the gift of giving without being the person responsible for the giving.
And how much fun is being Santa when you have to be stealthy about it? For Vera's first how many years I was still together with her mother at Christmases, I was the sneakiest Santa.
Yeah.
I'd be so sneaky about it. Her mum and Vera. Well, Vera was a baby. Yeah. Neither of them would know about it. I would get someone else from work with a really nice handwriting to write the letters and everything.
No way.
But like really kind of detailed messages and stuff. So it wasn't just like a random...
See, Opie was a smart kid. He picked my handwriting.
Yeah,
you're right.
No, but I got a friend from work to do all the handwriting on the cards. And every time I would give presents throughout the year, wrapping birthday presents and all that, and personal presents from myself at Christmas, really crappy wrapping job.
Yeah.
But I'm amazing at wrapping presents. So the ones from Santa would be perfect. I have these like perfectly wrapped presents and everything. And like, I'd have to...
like the Jeremy way and Santa way.
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
I'd have to be so stealthy about it on Christmas, like, and get them all out. Like, my ex was convinced at one point that her mum was doing the Santa thing.
Wow.
Yeah. She was so convinced that I couldn't have possibly been me doing it.
Did you let up eventually?
No.
She's going to find out.
Well, she doesn't listen to the pod. But yeah, it's so much fun doing all that sneaky stuff.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
That's
I was the best Santa. And now Vera's easy to trick.
Wasn't me.
She goes to bed pretty early. I got a lot of time to get the presents out.
Sitting on the table for an hour before she goes to bed.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Anyway, my mountains.
That was my mountain. You're up again.
My mountain is pretty. We kind of discussed it a little bit before, but Grinches.
Yeah. Okay.
Grinches. Just people who are just so bah humbug about Christmas. And I get it. I was there before Vera was born, hated it because you had to spend time with lots of family and do the presents and do all this.
Time with family.
Hated it. But, like, it's such a miserable, like, that's such a wanker person. Like, no one likes that person. I hate Christmas. Like, you're not a cool edgelord or anything.
It's
you're
not
just
real cool.
No, you're not cool hating Christmas. You're a loser. I mean, I was that loser for a long time.
I don't like social gatherings much. I'm actually I'm just getting out there doing more.
Yeah.
Because I just genuinely want to get better at it. Like, once you do it enough, eventually you're going to be like, I don't know, there's something about Canberra life where you go to work, you come home, you stay at home.
Yeah.
Unless you have an extracurricular activity or something like that. Like, you play in a soccer team or whatever. But I don't go out on any night of any day, and most weekends I'm at home. Like, I might have a social event every now and then, but it's just like, it's nothing.
Yeah.
So I've decided, like, all right, Wednesday after work, we're just going to, like, go to the shop, buy dinner, and go to a park and either cook it or eat it or whatever it is. Just something simple. And just spend time with the family or do something out.
You never visit me to do social stuff.
No, I only started last week. We've only done one week. But yeah, so the idea is like getting out and doing that. Christmas is that time to do that specifically with family and the people you care about and the season of giving. I really don't like the idea of gifts on Christmas, and also the fact that it is a Christian holiday and I'm not a Christian.
Yeah.
So I don't know why I should support that. I support it because I enjoy it and I want that.
It doesn't have to be a Christian thing. Like, it's such a tradition thing. Like, I work with a lot of people of lots of different religions and stuff.
Yeah.
Almost all of them just do the Christmas thing because they're in Australia. It's such an Australian thing to do Christmas. And there are all their friends at school are doing it. And they're just like, yeah, this is a heaps cool, fun tradition. It doesn't matter. They ignore all of the Jesus stuff and all that. Like, it really has nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, this day and age.
It really doesn't. It is about retail. It's not about Jesus.
You don't walk through a shop and there's like, oh, it's Jesus on the cross.
Yeah, you see very little of the Jesus stuff at all.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like such happenstance that the Jesus story is at the same time as Christmas.
I mean, it's called Christmas. It's meant to be Christmas.
Yeah, but no one cares
about that. But it is like...
It's about the trees and Santa and all that. Like, Vera doesn't know who Jesus is.
Yep.
Probably won't learn about him until, I don't know, college. Like, you might hear some weird kid here talking about it.
I guarantee, no, because most schools have kids who are Christian in it. Like, my kids know about Christianity.
Yeah.
And they've both decided that it's probably not for them. They've asked questions about it.
Yeah.
But they're just like, who's God? I think I like the devil more.
Well, yeah. If Vera ever came, who's God? You're looking at him.
You know that guy on the cross? Hey.
Yeah.
Just lost the crown, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stopped bleeding.
Died in his 20s.
Yeah. It's a long time ago. 2,000 years.
Okay, Grinches. Sorry,
Yeah, Grinches. Stop poo-pooing Christmas. Enjoy it.
Oh, poo-pooing Christmas.
No, stop it.
What another segue.
Okay.
My new mountain, shitting on the help. And
what do you mean?
okay, so during Christmas time, there's a lot of charities coming out and saying, we could really use your donations. Now's the time for giving. Now's the time for supporting these people, this organisation. A lot of organisations through charity are Christian organisations.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of people I know aren't much Christian. They're more into metal.
Yeah.
And cool, whatever.
Yeah.
But these people, every year there's a post that I see. It just goes around saying, do not support Salvation Army. And because they don't support gays and they're non-inclusive of that sort of stuff, because they're a Christian organisation. When really, Salvation Army is probably the highest, to me, if you're not a Christian or you're a gay, trans, bi, whatever, you go to Salvos.
Yeah.
Because they will support you. They're no judgment.
Or some Vinnies.
Some Vinnies, yeah.
They're all the same. But the thing is, I don't know, it was some CEO who came out against gay people, of someone high up in the in what St. Vincent. Who are we talking about?
Salvation Army.
That's all the same thing. Yeah. Someone high up in there spoke out against them, and who is pretty representative of the company. That is definitely not a reason to boycott them, because not everyone of them is against them, and I'm sure a lot of the stores would support them, a lot of the people in them. But a thing is that when people who are also against that kind of people hear that CEO is against them too, they're going to be drawn to that kind of organization. So the people who agree with him are also going to be like, okay, this is the organization for me. Like the people who do want to volunteer for them. And so it does actually attract that kind of worker and volunteer as well.
Yeah, okay.
Who is very... I'm not saying like boycott them because a lot of people who hate gays will work for them because the CEO does or whatever.
At the same time...
But it does draw that kind of people in.
So I started seeing these posts, I think it was last year. I started seeing them.
Oh, they've been around a long time.
It's specifically last year I had a conversation with someone just saying, hey, why are you shitting on the help? These guys do fantastic work. They're no judgment. They're good people.
Yeah.
And a lot of them are like, oh, well, they're this Christian organization. This is what their CEO said. And absolutely, that guy's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
But you don't go around and say every Indian is a bomber because of 9/11. You can't do that.
Indians, yeah. That's what people are thinking. Oh, the Indians did 9/11.
Shit.
Oh, man.
Oh, well.
Brown people, right? Oh, man.
Oh, no. I misspoke. You don't go and turn around and say any Muslim or anyone of any culture that isn't Australian or American or British bombed a tower. You can't wide brush everyone.
Yeah.
Okay. It really does come down to the individual. And although that individual represents a company...
It's like that, not all Muslims, you say not all salvos.
Exactly.
Hashtag not all salvos.
Yeah. And in saying that, if you actually go to the Australian website, there's statements on there saying we do include these people. We will support these people.
How much have you given to charity this year?
I don't.
Yeah, I don't believe in it.
No,
I take the Homer Simpson stance on this. You know how we feel about charity in this house?
I'm not against it. I just don't. I mean, I actually would love to. I did work at they call it like you bring your bill day, where you go to events and you support people within a certain community. And I did that with St. John's, which is also a Christian community.
They all are.
The guy that I met and I did the work with was a gay man.
Yeah.
He asked me to check his account and he's like, oh yeah, that's my ex-husband. And I was like, okay, cool. And he showed me through the pantry and everything like that. Like the work that they do to the direct people who need it is absolutely crucial.
Yeah.
And these people online going, don't support them. Like, fuck off.
Yeah.
They need the support. They genuinely do. So fuck that. Oh, that's 2 swears. Oh, sorry.
You have to put it in reverse now.
Yeah.
It's cough.
Look, don't support the pockets of the big wigs, but support the community that needs it. So if you're going to donate to something, donate it to a specific charity.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, obviously we had the floods. We needed flood relief. We needed fire relief.
And
That
another
sort of
thing,
stuff.
like, a lot of these organisations will collect for that, like St. George and whatever. They might say, yeah, this will support flood relief and everything, but not. And people think that all of the money they give to this organisation, because they're currently helping with the floods, all of that will go to the floods. It doesn't necessarily. Like, a lot of it will go to a lot of their causes and that kind of thing, as some of the help for the floods.
They can't.
No, they can
So if it's
and do.
flood relief,
No, they can and do.
it's-
Like the
if you're-
fires 2 years ago, the fires that I think Salvos were collecting for,
yeah,
people were really pissed off because they raised X amount of money
yeah,
and not X amount of money went to fire support victims and whatever.
yeah.
And because they don't have to. This is an organisation you're donating to who have a lot of programs in place to support lots of people in need, and they're not every dollar of that is going to go to fire relief or
I'm
whatever,
telling
but a
you.
lot of it will.
You talk to a worker, they will tell you if someone donates to fire relief, they have to put that fund towards fire relief.
Okay,
Whether
but
it won't be fire prevention, it won't be climate change, it will be fire relief.
Yeah, but that didn't happen last fire.
It did. In
Not
which
all
case,
of it.
it went to fire relief, but they decided this is going to happen again at some stage. We are going to hold back on the relief because it is bound to happen again,
Right.
which is insane. Because at that stage, there's people down there. I mean,
It's like people will give again if it happens again.
So I worked through a hardship department through
Yeah.
that time, and there were people who were calling like, "Hey, I'm really struggling. You know, we watched the fires basically run through our town. There's no power." Like, people were suffering.
Yeah.
And they were going, and the fire relief guys they're just not giving what they need.
Yeah.
You still can't shit on that help. You can't. I mean, if you want to go and donate, and you don't want to donate to a charity, go to the house and give the guy.
Get out there and do it.
do the
That's
work.
absolutely the best way to donate things. But also, a lot of the charity things that come up, like the big names, they are all like Christian based and that
They
kind of
are.
thing. And the thing, like, whenever like an atheist based group comes up, which they do often, like these atheist charities, and they make a big deal about being atheist, and like these charity organizations almost always end up like they have their own agendas and stuff, and like all that money gets siphoned into like these other things that they think need support more than the thing that they're promoting and all this, and like they're just shooting themselves in the foot. Whereas like the Christian ones, like they do have this big broad spectrum, like help all the people kind of thing. Whereas like the atheist ones, they all have their little, we have to do.
Oh, this isn't working. Let's grab these guys. And then it just gets confusing.
It's always dodgy. A lot of them end up going belly up because it's
It reminds me of the South Park episode where they're like, please sign this petition and free Hat.
yeah. I was thinking about that today.
Hat was like a prisoner who ate babies or something, and they're like, we want a free Hat, he's innocent.
Yeah.
And they had no idea that they were bringing him on. Anyway, it's that whole like the social work becomes a little confusing because it's not direct to the point.
Yeah.
Yeah. And look,
I don't think the best, if you really want to give, the best way to do it is find someone who needs it and give it to them.
yep.
Like the charities and all that, they do great works in all the things that they do. But if you want to know exactly where your money is going, the only way to do that is find someone in need and give it to them.
You know, be GOMO, hop down to the bay with 2 bags of shopping and shake some hands.
Oh, yeah.
What a guy.
Yeah. Anyway.
You can vote for your mountains through r/mountain or molehill on Reddit.
That's right. Or at patreon.com/Dad vs. Dad. And also on Dad vs. Dad, we have a monthly episode, a monthly bonus episode.
That's right.
Which we did just have one the other week.
Yep.
They come out around the 11th.
Yeah.
Aiming for the 11th every week, but it's hard sometimes. Yeah, every month. So far, 11th every month.
Hey, that's pretty cool.
3 months in a row.
I haven't. Cool. All right.
So you got to prepare your next ones.
I will.
Anyway, so my problems were Grinches and Christmas is too early crybabies.
My mountains were Christmas stresses and shitting on the help.
Merry Christmas, Hungries.
Where's Santa?